What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. So last time I looked at MicroStrategy was back on October 22nd, and you can see that price was right around, trading right around the 218.95 level. And since then, price reached the 245 level. So definitely looking pretty bullish. It's a new 52-week high that was made on Friday, and the measurement target currently standing at the 257 level. So you see that price is headed towards that level for a while now. You see that it slowly worked its way up, and it's almost to that level. So I don't think this is a top yet. Again, measurement moves aren't always reached exactly, so we might not see the 257 before a correction, but a lot of times they are. So as right now, it's still above the bullish trend line, so we can still expect price to reach it. So I'm looking for the high 250s, low 260s probably next week. We'll have to wait and see. But as right now, it's still bullish. Price is above the trend line. We saw a new 52-week high. We have a bullish measurement target in play that has not been reached. And we also have the top side of the channel that can act as overhead resistance that has not been reached as well. So overall, still looks pretty good short term and medium term to the upside. So MicroStrategy looks to be releasing earnings sometime very soon. Looks like in 3 days, maybe Wednesday, October 30th, after market close. So depending on where price is relative to the earnings, it can see a large move up or a large move down. You don't know for sure ahead of time, but a lot of times, let's say if price already reaches the target, I wouldn't be surprised to see a drop because price already reached the target, and they will use that earnings report to drive down the price. Now, if price doesn't reach the target and we drop down a few days prior, there's a good chance the earnings report will gap up the price to the target. So you'll see that a lot occur on the chart. So a lot of times, if you look where the earnings report, if you look what happens on the earnings report, a lot of times you can find a technical explanation for it. Just like this one right here. Let's say this earnings report right over here. So you see that price, the earnings report was released on August 1st. Price closed on August 1st. It looks like August 1st. Price closed on August 1st right around 151. A few days later, price moved down a sharp amount. So it looks like it came back right to this prior support level, especially when it was headed towards that level anyway. So there was a downward bias to it. So again, most of the time you can find out technical reasons why. So that's just a little thing to keep an eye on. Everything you see on the chart is not random. You can definitely find an explanation for it. So that's what I believe, and I think it has worked out pretty well. So let's take a look at the weekly chart for MicroStrategy. Last week was pretty bullish, nice green candle, not as bullish as it could be because it didn't close on this high. So I'll still bullish nonetheless. So it's getting overextended, and you know what happens when price gets overextended from the EMA? It's going to act as a rubber band. It's going to pull back to it. So eventually we're going to see a decent sized drop, probably back down to the 178 level. I mean, it just looks like it is. I'm not saying it's going to get there. I'm saying there's a possibility to get there. I'm not saying there's a possibility to get to the $48 level. I mean, it's always a possibility. I'm not saying there's a high possibility to get there. I mean, it's always possible. It's not probable. It's more probable we reach the 178 level in this future correction coming up, because the market will definitely correct. It's not going to move up in a straight line like this, forever, right? It's not going to continue to do that. It's not going to continue to do this all the way up to the $600 level. You're going to see, waves. You might see a bear market. It might be something like that. The market doesn't go in straight lines. It takes detours. So just because it's headed, at higher price levels, doesn't mean it's going to get there like that. Sometimes it'll take a detour. Sometimes it'll go in a range, maybe a bear market, a trend, range, and then it might hit the target. So it takes time for these things to play out. Either way, it looks bearish. It looks bullish short-term and long-term for MicroStrategy nonetheless. So all I have for MSTR on the daily weekly chart this week. Most likely I'll give you guys an update next week, Saturday. This is Vee Trades, or next week, Tuesday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.